life, death, and sports. A legendary coach of Liverpool, Bill Shankly, once said that football is not about life and death. It is much beyond it. Hello, and thank you for being with me. I am Alex Krumer, and I am an economist who likes to use sports data to study things beyond sports. As usually, I will try to make it straight and to the point. Today, I will give you several examples that illustrate that sports in general, and football in particular, are indeed matters of life and death, and sometimes even more than this. The economic, cultural, and political significance of sports events is enormous. For example, 3.6 billion viewers around the globe watched the 2018 FIFA World Cup, and England loss to Croatia in the semi-final of that tournament attracted 26.5 million viewers, which entered the top 4 of the most watched events in the UK of the last 25 years. By the way, 3 out of the top 5 most watched events in the UK of the last 25 years relate to sports. Not surprisingly, the outcomes of sports events have a large effect on various important aspects of life. For example, a study that investigated financial markets found that a loss in the FIFA World Cup led to a next-day abnormal lower stock return in the losing country. By the way, do not try to make money with this information now. It is already old news in financial markets. Emotions driven by sports may create catastrophic outcomes. For example, the 1970 FIFA World Cup qualification game between El Salvador and Honduras was a build-up for so-called football war between the countries in 1969, which took lives of close to 3,000 people. Unfortunately, this was not the only case where governments strategically used sports events to promote their goals. For example, on the same day Italy qualified for the 1994 FIFA World Cup final, Silvio Berlusconi's government approved the emergency decree aimed at freeing imprisoned corrupt politicians. Similarly, on the opening day of the 2008 Olympic Games, Russia launched a large-scale land, air, and sea invasion of Georgia. In the same spirit, and again on the opening day of the 2018 FIFA World Cup that took place in Russia, the Russian government announced the plan of the pension reform, presuming a substantial increase of the retirement age. Interestingly, not only governments take advantage of sports events. It seems that criminals also understand the opportunities associated with these events. For example, one study investigated football games of teams from London. The author found a significant increase in property crimes in communities that hosted the games. More specifically, police displacement during home games increased property crime by 7 percentage points for every 10,000 supporters in areas that are left underprotected. That is why in many countries, police do not allow to have several football games in the same area on the same day. By the way, this study found no increase in violence crimes during football games. However, the relationship between violence and sports was found in another study, where researchers showed that unexpected losses of home teams in American football led to a 10% increase in the rate of at-home violence by men against their wives and girlfriends. In contrast, losses when the game was expected to be close and unexpected wins of home teams had no effect on violence. So please, take it easy.
In, 2, 3.
If not for your wives and girlfriends, then at least for yourselves. This is because losses may also have a direct effect on people's health. For example, one study reported a significantly higher mortality from heart attacks following Holland's elimination in the 1996 UEFA European Championship.
But he's played on the biggest stage for the last 3 or 4 years.
Another study reported a higher number of heart attacks after a loss of England in the 1998 FIFA World Cup.
It's going through Batty's mind. Don't join them. It's Batty, and he has joined them. And England again are out of the World Cup on penalties.
So again, please take a deep breath when your team is losing, but enjoy when your team is winning. This is because wins may save lives. As evidence, one study found a significantly lower number of heart attacks among French men on the day French national team won the 1998 FIFA World Cup. So please, take the good things from wins and don't forget to breathe deep after losses. Also remember to make sports, not war. I hope you like this video. All the references to the mentioned studies in the video appear in the description. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. Likes and comments are there and are more than welcome. I hope to see you soon.